Chapter 1. The Psychology of a Rich Life. Before we even talk about money, let's talk about mindset. Because every financial habit, every decision begins in your mind. Before we start, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of people who are focused on becoming their best selves every day. And trust me, you want to watch until the end, because that's where the real game-changing insight comes in. Most people were never taught how to think about money. We were taught how to work hard, not how to make money work for us. Think about this. How many times have you heard people say, money is evil? Rich people are greedy. You can't be happy and rich. These beliefs sink deep into us. They create invisible rules that limit how far we allow ourselves to go. Ramit Sethi calls these invisible scripts. They control us quietly until we rewrite them. The truth is simple. Money isn't good or bad. It's neutral. It's a tool, and how you use it defines your outcome. A knife can be used to harm or to prepare a meal that feeds a family. Money is the same. So, before you start saving, budgeting, or investing, stop and ask yourself, what does a rich life mean to me? Is it freedom, security, adventure, peace? When you define it, your money finally starts working towards something real, your life's vision. Because the moment you know what you want, your financial plan stops being about numbers and starts being about purpose. Chapter 2. Mastering credit, build trust and power. Credit cards. For some people, those two words bring excitement. For others, fear. But credit is not the enemy. Debt is. And there's a big difference. A credit card, when used correctly, can be a bridge to financial power, not a trap. Here's what most people get wrong. They think paying only the minimum is okay. It's not. It's the most expensive mistake you can make. If you pay only the minimum balance, the rest grows like a monster, interest stacking on interest every month. So rule number 1, always pay your balance in full. When you do this, you pay no interest, build strong credit history, and open doors to better financial opportunities. A good credit score can save you thousands on car loans, home loans, and insurance. It's like a reputation score for your financial life. Now, let's talk about negotiation. Ramit's method is simple but powerful. Pick up the phone and say, "Hi, I've been a loyal customer for years. I noticed I was charged a fee. Could you remove it for me? Or, can you lower my interest rate? I've seen better offers from other companies." Be polite, confident, and direct. You'd be amazed how often they agree. Every small negotiation is a win, not just in money, but in mindset. You stop being a passive customer and become an active controller of your finances. Remember this. When you master credit, you're not just managing debt, you're building trust with the financial world. And that trust becomes power. Studio Microphone Chapter 3. Beating the banks, stop paying to save. Let's face it, banks are not your friends. They make billions off people who don't pay attention. Every overdraft fee, every monthly charge, every maintenance deduction, that's money they take because people don't know better. Ramit teaches you to flip the game. Start by auditing your accounts. Ask yourself, does my bank charge me for basic services? Does my savings account earn interest or sit there doing nothing? If the answer is bad, switch. There are always better options. Look for banks that offer high-interest savings, no monthly fees, and easy automation. Online banks often do this best. Then automate your transfers. Right after payday, your money should move itself from checking to savings, to investments, to bills. You don't touch it. You don't think about it. It just happens. This one habit automation changes everything because it removes human weakness. No more forgetting. No more temptation. You don't save what's left, you save first, then spend the rest. And that's how you start building wealth automatically. Chapter 4. Conscious spending, the art of enjoying money. Most people hear budget and think of pain, restriction, sacrifice, cutting everything fun until you're miserable. But Ramit's philosophy is different. He says, spend extravagantly on the things you love and cut mercilessly on the things you don't. That's what he calls conscious spending. Here's how it works. You create a simple plan, not a spreadsheet of guilt. You divide your income intentionally. 50-60% on essentials, 10% on investments, 10% on savings, 20-30% on fun guilt-free. The power of this system is emotional. It frees you, because when your finances are planned, you can enjoy life without that little voice saying, "Should I really buy this?" You already know you can because it's in the plan. A rich life isn't about saying no to everything. It's about knowing what to say yes to. Chapter 5. Save while you sleep: the power of automation. Automation is where everything clicks. Think about this. Every month, most people waste mental energy worrying about bills, deadlines, and due dates. What if you could take your human errors and delete them? That's what automation does. You design your system once, and it runs forever. Money comes and it flows out to where it belongs. Some goes to savings. Some goes to investments. Some pays your bills. And the rest is yours to spend. No effort. No stress. Just quiet, consistent progress. This is how the rich operate. They build systems, not just habits. Because systems don't depend on mood or motivation, they run whether you feel like it or not. Automation is your secret assistant, growing your wealth while you sleep. Chapter 6. Investing is simple. Don't be scared of it. Most people are afraid to invest. They say things like, "It's too complicated. I don't want to lose my money. I'll start when I have more income." But here's the truth: waiting is the most expensive mistake you can make. Because every year you wait, you lose time, and time is the most powerful force in investing. Let me explain. Imagine two friends. Alex starts investing $100 a month at age 25. Ben waits until age 35 to start also $100 a month. By the time they both turn 65, Alex has nearly double Ben's money, even though they both invested the same total. Why? Because of the magic of compound growth. Your money earns interest, and that interest earns more interest. It's like planting a tree. It starts small, but the longer you let it grow, the more it multiplies. Now, Ramit Sethi's golden rule for investing is this: invest early, automatically, and consistently, and never try to time a market. You don't need to be a stock expert. You don't need to chase trends. All you need is a simple system. Open a long-term investment account like an index fund or retirement account. Automate monthly deposits. Let time and compound growth do the heavy lifting. And when the market falls, don't panic. When others are fearful, that's often the best time to buy more. Investing isn't about guessing the future. It's about trusting the process. You're not building wealth overnight. You're building freedom over time. Chapter 7. How to protect and grow your money. Once you start investing, the next goal is to protect what you've built. Ramit says, building wealth is only half the game. Keeping it is the other half. Here's what smart protection looks like. Emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Your car breaks down, you lose your job, or a family member gets sick. Without savings, even small crises can destroy your finances. That's why you need an emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of living expenses kept in a high-yield savings account. You don't touch it unless it's truly an emergency. Insurance. Insurance isn't exciting, but it's vital. It protects you from the worst moments in life: accidents, illness, or death. Think of it as a safety net that prevents one bad day from wiping out years of progress. Diversification. Never put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your investments across different types: stocks, bonds, funds, maybe real estate. If one goes down, others keep you stable. Keep learning. The market changes. New opportunities rise. Keep learning, not daily panic watching, but monthly reviews and curiosity. You don't need to be an expert, just aware. The goal isn't to chase quick returns. It's to stay rich by being consistent, calm, and informed. Remember, wealth is built quietly. It's not loud. It grows slowly but steadily because you protect it as much as you grow it. Chapter 8. The big wins: focus where it really matters. We often obsess over small details. We worry about saving $2 here or $5 there. But Ramit says, don't waste your energy on the small stuff. Focus on your big wins. A big win is any decision that moves the needle significantly. Here are a few examples. Negotiating your salary. One raise can be worth more than years of skipping coffee. choosing the right credit card or bank. The right account can save hundreds in fees. Automating your money saves time, builds discipline, and grows wealth silently. Investing early. Time multiplies your money more than effort ever could. Focus on these big wins, and you'll feel less stressed about small daily expenses. Because true wealth doesn't come from cutting everything, it comes from choosing wisely. Studio Microphone, Chapter 9. Money and Relationships, Talking Openly About Wealth. Money can be emotional, especially in relationships. Couples fight, families argue, friendships can break all because of money. Why? Because people don't talk about it. Ramit teaches one of the most powerful skills, open financial communication. Instead of asking, why did you spend that much? Ask, what does a rich life look like to you? When you both share your visions, money becomes a bridge, not a wall. He also recommends something called a money date. Once a month, sit with your partner and review bills, savings goals, investments, dreams. Make it simple, maybe even fun. Coffee, music, no judgment. You're not there to blame, you're there to grow together. Because a strong financial relationship is built on honesty, not numbers. You can't build wealth as a team if you don't talk like one. Chapter 9. Money and Relationships, Talking Openly About Wealth. Money can be emotional, especially in relationships. Couples fight, families argue, friendships can break all because of money. Why? Because people don't talk about it. Ramit teaches one of the most powerful skills, open financial communication. Instead of asking, why did you spend that much? Ask, what does a rich life look like to you? When you both share your visions, money becomes a bridge, not a wall. He also recommends something called a money date. Once a month, sit with your partner and review bills, savings goals, investments, dreams. Make it simple, maybe even fun. Coffee, music, no judgment. You're not there to blame, you're there to grow together. Because a strong financial relationship is built on honesty, not numbers. You can't build wealth as a team if you don't talk like one. Chapter 10. Living Your Rich Life. This is where it all comes together. Money is just a tool, but how you use it, that's what defines your rich life. A rich life is personal. For some, it's traveling the world. For others, it's spending time with family or never worrying about bills again. It's not about showing off. It's about freedom, purpose, and peace. Ramit says, spend extravagantly on the things you love as long as you cut mercilessly on the things you don't. That's the ultimate philosophy. Don't chase other people's version of success. Design your own. If you love good food, eat at great restaurants. If you love travel, book those flights. If you love peace, invest in your comfort. The key is do it intentionally. Because being rich isn't about having more money. It's about using your money to create the life you truly want. The journey to wealth isn't about luck or genius. It's about clarity, discipline, and design. It's about systems that work even when you don't feel like working. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to begin. Automate your money. Invest early. Spend consciously. And define your version of a rich life. Because when your money supports your dreams, that's when you're truly rich. Thank you for visiting our YouTube channel's huge library audiobooks. We have more book about financial, motivation, investing, learn more forex trading, psychology, mindset. See you next books. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to help us. Please click on that black button you see down there.